So with 9:53 to play in the fourth quarter, it's 34-28 Ohio State, but Alabama with the ball at the Ohio State 23-yard line. Amari Cooper starts off in the backfield with his quarterback Blake Sims. Now they'll change some personnel. The tight end Jalston Fowler is to the right of his quarterback. Shotgun formation. Now Cooper will come wide to the left. 1st and 10 Alabama. At the Ohio State 23. Sims out of the shotgun. Rolls to his right. Looking to throw. Cranks and fires deep. And that ball's intercepted by Von Bell. He brings it up to the 8 and is tackled at the 6. Von Bell comes up with his 6th pick of the year. It's the 2nd interception thrown by Blake Sims. I don't know who he was throwing that ball to, but Von Bell gets tackled around the 7, and Ohio State has the ball back in their hands.
Yeah, Blake Sims looking at deep receiver that whole route. Von Bell did a nice job bailing out the Buckeyes, man. He bailed out the offense, bailed out the defense, made a big play there for Ohio State.
Timeout on the field. Devin Smith and Jalen Marshall, along with a third, are wide to the right. Jones out of the pistol, gets the snap, drops into his end zone to throw. Looks and he's hit, slips out of the hold of one defender, but moves forward to about the 2-yard line. Cardale Jones, again, fortunate is to not be knocked down for a safety, and Jonathan Allen with a stop.
Boy, it's 2 times we've thrown on first down back there, and that's 2 times we've had a sack on first down. So now we're backed up a little bit. Step back to the 4-yard line, so make it 2nd and 14.
Well, Cameron Johnston has been put in positions here in the fourth quarter that he's not been in all season, and that's to punt out of his end zone. Christian Jones for Alabama is at the Ohio State 48. Johnston gets the snap, gets the punt off. Cameron Johnston, it hangs high.
Flag.
And a flag thrown. Back there is Jones making the catch. He's knocked down at his own 45, and the flag was dropped in the end zone.
Going to be running into the kicker. Should be a first down.
Back there was Garyon Conley to make the hit on Christian Jones, the returner, and Conley was slow to go off the field, but he did get up and walk off. But let's see what the officials have to say about this flag that was dropped.
Are they saying he was blocked into the punter?
Well, Urban Meyer has blown a fuse talking to the officials.
That's what they said.
He has just thrown his headset behind the bench.
Basketball, that would be a technical.
Running into the kicker, defense number 24. That penalty is declined. First down.
Cardale Jones at quarterback. Ezekiel Elliott to his left. 1st and 10, Ohio State starting this drive from their own 5, moving left to right. Jacoby Bourne over the football to snap it to Cardale Jones. Now Marshall motioning into the backfield. Handoff to Elliott, straight ahead, gains the 5, gets to the 9, and all the further he'll go is the 9. His sophomore tailback, Ezekiel Elliott, out of St. Louis, Missouri. He has stopped. I believe that was Reggie. No, it was Reuben Foster, linebacker, who made the stop. 2nd and 6, Ohio State at their 9. Quarterback Cardale Jones out of Cleveland Glenville High School is in a shotgun. Gets the snap, sets to throw, takes off running left side. 5-yard line, 10-yard line for Jones. Pushes it to the 14. He's about a yard shy of the first down, Cardale Jones, as he took off that way, and he got stopped by one of the Alabama defenders who came up to make the stop, Sean Dixon Hamilton. 4:16 and counting fourth quarter. Buckeyes lead it 34-28, looking at 3rd and 1 from their own 14. Now Elliott into the backfield to the left of Cardale Jones. Jones in the shotgun, gets the snap, takes a handoff, runs it straight ahead. He gets to the 15 and should get the first down as he's knocked down by safety Nick Perry. But Cardale Jones lunged his huge frame straight ahead, and it looks like he may have injured Landon Collins, the All-American safety, again.
Second time that they've run into each other. Collins is staying down on the field.
He sure is. But Cardale Jones at 6'5", 240 plus, shoves it ahead to get the Ohio State first down with 4:02 on the fourth quarter clock.
Well, maybe they'll believe that the Big Ten is a physical conference after this ball game.
Well, Wisconsin probably helped prove some of that.
Exactly.
1st and 10, Ohio State with the ball at their own 15 with 4:02 left in the game. The Buckeyes, the underdogs, leading 34-28 over the favorite Alabama. Jalen Marshall, Michael Thomas wide to the right. Evan Spencer wide to the left. The Buckeyes taking their dear sweet time, probably purposely. Cardale Jones sets up in a shotgun. Ezekiel Elliott to his right. 1st and 10, Ohio State from their own 15. Jones resets in the shotgun, gets the snap, hands it to Elliott, who goes sweeping to the left side, gets to the 20, loose to the 30, to the 40, down the left side to the 50 goes Elliott. He's going to take it to the house. 30, 20, 10, touchdown Ezekiel Elliott. 85 yards. And with less than 3.5 to play in the fourth quarter, just like he did against Wisconsin, Ezekiel Elliott delivers a big, big blow, and it is 40-28 Ohio State.
How about those Buckeyes? Nice job by the line of scrimmage on the offensive line. They got a great cut block on DePriest, who was ready to step in and make the tackle. And then, like you said, Paul, we've seen this by Ezekiel. How about a new career long? Ezekiel, 81 was his previous, making 85 tonight. And over 200 yards rushing for the young man from St. Louis.
And now Ohio State is going to go for two, it looks like, leading 40-28. As Cardale Jones and the offense stay on the field. Well,
230 yards rushing.
And all those possessions, the last two times they were trying to throw on first down, running paid off big.
You're right, Big Daddy.
Corey Smith goes wide to the left. Michael Thomas will come wide to the right with Devin Smith as Cardale Jones sets up in a shotgun. Curtis Samuel is in the backfield on a two-point try. Snap to Cardale Jones, rolls to the right, tosses toward the end zone, caught! Michael Thomas with a two-point conversion catch. 42-28. Ohio State. Cardale Jones to Michael Thomas for the two-point try.
How about Ezekiel Elliott? 450 yards in his last two games on 40 carries. Over 10 yards per carry. Outstanding job by Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's looking good right now, Paul. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but it's looking good for Ohio State right now. Now they're going to go up, kick this ball off, kick it deep, make a tackle, and play some defense.
42-28, the Buckeyes lead Alabama with that touchdown. That's another donation to the Alzheimer's Association, courtesy of Barbasol Shaving Cream. Blake Sims and the Alabama offense on the field at their own 35-yard line with 3:16 to play in a game that the Buckeyes lead 42-28. Blake Sims in the shotgun, gets the snap, rolls to his right, tosses back on the left side, and it's incomplete, thrown over the head of his tight end at the 30. O.J. Howard, and Howard had Steve Miller, defensive end, locking him up.
88 on 88. Nice job there by Steve Miller. Didn't get tricked. He knew he had the tight end. He locked him up, and he stayed with him the whole time. Outstanding play by the senior out of Canton, Ohio.
Who's had a pick six tonight, Steve Miller.
Yes, he has.
2nd and 10, Alabama at their own 35-yard line. Two receivers wide to the right, single flanker to the left. Blake Sims in a shotgun with Derrick Henry, the tailback, to his right. But Sims is going to pull the trigger. Sets up from the 25. Sends that one long. Downfield, his man is wide open. DeAndre White has it at the 30 to the Ohio State 20 and tackled at the Ohio State 15-yard line by safety Von Bell. Big play to DeAndre White. And Alabama cooking with gas right now.
Yeah, even a bigger play by Von Bell because he looked like he could have gotten in that end zone. Von Bell got on his high horse, was able to make that tackle.
Sims in a shotgun, gets the snap, drops back to throw. Sims looks, throws middle of the field, ball deflected in the air, and it falls incomplete. He was throwing for his tailback, Henry, in the middle of the field, and I believe Adolphus Washington may have batted that ball.
Yeah, Joey Bosa read it. He felt the screen. He felt the receiver not block him, and you're right. It looked like number 92, Adolphus Washington, didn't get his hand on that football and tried to get back and pick off that interception, but couldn't. But nice recognition by Ohio State's defensive line on that last play.
Now 2nd and 10, Alabama, the Ohio State 14. White and Cooper. Flank to the right, single flanker off the line to the left. Blake Sims in a shotgun as Cooper motions toward the line of scrimmage. Sims rolling to the right side. Sims in trouble. Throws right side, and he throws it incomplete at the 10. Sailed that one way past Cooper, who had linebacker Darren Lee covering him.
Sims was also rolling right into Joey Bosa's hands. Joey took the tackle and threw him out of the way. Was just waiting to hit Blake Sims. Blake Sims saw that and just tossed it out of bounds. So 3rd and 10 for Alabama.
Blake Sims in a shotgun. Derrick Henry is tailback to his left on 3rd and 10. Snap to Sims. Looks to throw. Guns on the right side. Caught at the 10-yard line. And then Von Bell at the 5 knocks Chris Black out of bounds. He'll have the first down, I believe.
No, he's a yard shy.
Is he?
Yep.
Okay.
Boy, Von Bell really brought the wood there. He got up a little bit slow after that.
They spotted at the 6. They needed to get to the 4. So to be 4th and 2. Alabama at the Ohio State 6 with 2:22 and counting. Here in the 4th. Cooper and Black come wide to the left. White wide to the right. Blake Sims in a shotgun. There was a late substitution, and Ohio State tried to get a timeout called. Pass left side, caught by Cooper for a touchdown. Coming off the left flank. Ohio State tried valiantly to get a timeout called, but Blake Sims hit Amari Cooper coming up the left side for a touchdown, and that makes it 42-34 Buckeyes.
Yeah, Monty Reeves is running on late there, and you're right. They should have got a timeout because there's confusion by Ohio State. We have all 3 of our timeouts left. Should have used one right there. We didn't. Alabama gets in the end zone. Be ready to get that Hams team ready.
So now, as you said, Jim, Ohio State anticipating the onside kick. And it'll be Adam Griffiths to kick it off.
Alabama's got 2 timeouts left. Really, you're looking at one first down will be pretty close to doing it for Ohio State if they can find a way to finish this thing off.
Let's see, we got
If they
Darian
come up with a
Conley,
football.
Tyvis Powell, Jeff Hireman, Josh Perry, Darren Lee, some of the up people, along with Ezekiel Elliott, Duran Grant. Devin Smith is the deepest. Now Griffith's approach. Tries the onside kick. It's going to take a high bounce. Grabbing it is Evan Spencer, and he'll come down at the Ohio State 48. Evan Spencer grabs it.
That's the guy you want to come up with the football right there, Evan Spencer. He high pointed that football. He waited for it to bounce right in front of him, and then he went up and brought that ball down. As I mentioned, Alabama has 2 timeouts left with 1:58 to go.
Please reset the clock to 1:57, 1:57.
Ohio State's really a first down away from playing the national championship game January 12th.
And trying to get what would be their first win in a bowl game over an SEC team, not counting the Arkansas victory here a few years ago that was vacated.
You know, I think we should just count that. Of all the things that have happened in college football since 2010 that haven't happened,
I know people who came to it that still count it. He's got Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield to his left. Snap to Cardale Jones. He's back to throw. Jones from his own 39 sends that one deep down the left side of the field toward the 10, and it is incomplete. That ball was thrown deep where Evan Spencer was covered by corner Cyrus Jones.
Really surprised they decided to take a shot down the field there with
That's
Evan
2 of us.
Spencer. You know, we're talking about just killing that clock there. That only took 7 seconds off the clock, but I think they wanted to loosen up that Bama defense a little bit. They still got to find a way to pick up a first down.
So now we will see the 2-back set. Curtis Samuel and Ezekiel Elliott surrounding Cardale Jones, who's in a shotgun. 2nd and 10, Buckeyes from the 40. And the give is to Samuel, sweeping left side, gets to the 50, and he will be taken down just past the 50. Curtis Samuel by defensive end Jerron Reed.
Alabama's going to use their 2nd timeout.
In the shotgun, Cardale Jones gets the snap. Jones is going to run it himself right side. He's moved backward, curls to the left, and he is knocked down at his own 39 by safety Nick Perry.
And Nick Saban takes his final timeout.
Alabama, their 3rd and final of the half.
Well, that's not exactly how you would have drawn it up.
No, not the best play calling there for Ohio State, or not the best execution by the Buckeyes. You took a shot down the field, couldn't get it done. That time they just tried to give it to Cardale. Obviously, he's been an effective runner in this game.
1:39 on the 4th quarter clock. 42-35, Ohio State the lead. Bryce Haynes to snap it from the 39. Waist high to Cameron Johnston. Hits it from the 30. Rolls end over end. Christian Jones waves for and makes a fair catch at his own 16. With 1:33 to play in the football game. Blake Sims will be in a shotgun in the backfield. He's got Derrick Henry in the backfield with him. Single receiver to the right, 2 to the left. 1st and 10, Alabama at their own 18, but Ohio State leading 42-35 with 1.5 minutes to play in the game. Sims back to throw from his 10, fires up the right side where it is caught, and the receiver, the tight end, dropped at the 23-yard line. O.J. Howard, he is stopped. I believe that was Duran Grant, corner, who brought him down.
Got to stay with Cooper all the way.
1:19 and rolling on the 4th quarter clock. It is 2nd and 5, Alabama at their own 23. Sims gets the offense set. He'll set up in a shotgun. Snap to Blake Sims. Back at his 15 to pass. Throws it up the right side. Caught by Chris Black. Dropped at the 25. Football fumbled. But they're going to say he was down, Chris Black, as he got blown up over there. I believe that was Darren Lee, linebacker, who came in there to break that play up. They call him down or an incompletion?
No, they called him down. 3rd and 2.
For Alabama at their own 26 with 50 seconds remaining in the game. Blake Sims in the shotgun. Throws the ball on the left side. DeAndrew White with a catch at his own 35. Taken down at his own 38. First down for the Crimson Tide. Linebacker Curtis Grant with a tackle of DeAndrew White.
Obviously no timeouts left for Alabama. Clock's running.
40 seconds and running. 42-35, Ohio State leading here in the 4th quarter. Blake Sims gets them all settled. 1st and 10 from their own 38. Sims with the snap. Back at his 29. Sims running straight ahead. He's got room right side to his own 45 to the 50, and he slides at the 50 in front of safety Von Bell, and Sims picks up the Alabama first down.
Pretty soon they're going to have to take some shots to the end zone here, and I think they would probably like to take a shot right now.
25 seconds as they move the chains. Alabama 1st and 10 with the ball at the 50-yard line. Sims in a shotgun. He's got it. Looks to throw on the right side. Hits his tight end who steps out of bounds at the Ohio State 40. O.J. Howard was chased out over there by linebacker Joshua Perry.
15 seconds left, and the Buckeyes tackle him inbounds. They might have 2 plays left. If Alabama continues to work the sideline, they might have 3 plays left. But sooner or later, they got to take a shot down the field with Cooper. And I'd make sure I got Durant Grant near him.
2nd and 2 Alabama at the Ohio State 42 with 15 seconds left. Chris Black will now move wide to the right. Cooper 1 of 2 wide to the left. Blake Sims in the shotgun. Final seconds of the fourth quarter. 42-35 Ohio State leading. Sims directing traffic, resets in the shotgun, gets the snap, drops at the 50 to pass. Looking, throws long on the left side, has overthrown his players, and the play is broken up by Eli Apple, corner inside the 5, as that ball was thrown deep downfield for DeAndrew White.
Yeah, it looked like Eli Apple was eyeing that up for an interception. He tried to come down with that pass there, which would have been a fantastic play, but it ended up getting knocked away. That looked like White went up, turned into a defender, and ended up knocking out of Eli Apple's hands.
So,
8 seconds left, third down.
Third down, 2 to go. Alabama at the Ohio State 42. Buckeyes 8 seconds away from a big invite.
They're a sack away from this game being over. Let's go.
3 wide to the right, single flanker to the left. Sims in the shotgun with a snap. Drops behind the 50 to throw. Sims rolls to the right, guns it long, down the right side. Ball in the air toward the end zone. And that ball is going to be
Buckeyes win.
And the Buckeyes get it. Coming out of the end zone with a football
Go down,
for Ohio
brother.
State is Tyvis Powell. He goes racing up and is tackled at the 30-yard line. And the king of the SEC has fallen. Ohio State defeats Alabama 42-35, and the Buckeyes will go to Dallas and face Oregon for the national championship as Ohio State gets their first win over an SEC team in the bowl game outside of the vacated win over Arkansas. 42-35, the Buckeyes defeat Alabama, and Jim, an impressive comeback after trailing 21-6.
Impressive comeback is right, Paul, but even when we're down 21-6, we're up here thinking, you know what? It's not that bad because we've given them great field position. We gave them a lot of gifts. These kids fought hard that second quarter. They came back, made some plays, got within 1 point. Third quarter, they kind of took over. Fourth quarter, they endured and made some great plays defensively. How about those Buckeyes? How about the Big Ten taking down the SEC in Alabama? It's a great day to be a Buckeye.
42-35, the Buckeyes defeat Alabama. That's the final. We'll be back on the home of the Buckeyes.